Good morning. Thanks for joining me again today. Today I want to explain to you how do you explain this program, and that's a question a lot of people have. And but before I go into that, I want to review a couple pieces of information here, just because we're constantly changing and trying to improve this program, making it easier for you to understand it. There's so much information I have, and the battle I have is how do I give all the information to you at the right time. So therefore, once in a while I will update things, and I will definitely add things onto the email. And if you do see something highlighted in yellow on your email, that's because it's something that's not on the video, but I really wanted you to know it at that particular day. And so, that's why I always say, please watch the video and the email, because there's a lot of information together on that. And then, as I say, please listen and listen to the daily videos and read the daily emails. So, and also, obviously at this point, I'm sure you've read Dr. Simeon's manuscript, and altogether that should really get you very comfortable as you're going on this journey. Every day is more information, and so don't worry, you're going to get it all. I want to remind people that you cannot be drinking alcohol on the program. Alcohol will completely stall your weight loss, and if you think you can cheat with a glass of wine in the evenings because that's what you like to do, you will not lose weight. So, but I'll tell you what, once you do not have any alcohol for a week or two, you'll be amazed how easy it is not to have it, okay? People love their wine, I understand that, but you will not lose weight. One serving of alcohol will slow your fat burning down by 75% for up to 24 hours. So we always find when people are drinking alcohol, it's almost no weight or just ounces. And it's really a shame if you can just avoid the alcohol. And once you're in maintenance, there's a way around that. You can definitely have some of your wine back, okay? And I want to talk about your medications. Any medications your MD, your doctor has you on, I need you to stay on those medications. Be it high blood pressure, anxiety, whatever it is, it's between you and your doctor. You have to stay on those. What you will notice if you are on type 2 or diabetic medication, and or high blood pressure medication, I need you to work together very closely with your doctor, especially 2 weeks into the program or so, because 5-10 pounds will change everything for you, and you need to have the right dose at the right weight that you're at, okay? When you lower your carbohydrate intake, it drastically lowers all the water your body holds back, and so therefore your blood pressure will go down quite rapidly. So please be aware of that, okay? Work with your doctor with that. And a note about supplements. A lot of you have, some of you take no supplements, some of you take a whole handful of them. Whatever supplements you think you absolutely don't want to be without, absolutely go ahead and resume those. I definitely want you to be on what I sent you though, which is the vitamin B and the Whole Food Standard Process B and the Whole Food Standard Process multi with all the phytonutrients that is included in that. It works very well with the program. But other than that, the supplements I need you to stay away from are anything with oil in them. So your fish oil tablets, your vitamin D, your vitamin E, the ones that have the oil, please put them aside, and as soon as you're into maintenance, you resume. If you're freaked out about not having those, I know there are some hard cap ones that you can get available, and you're more safer with those, or just hold them aside and resume as soon as you're done. Another question I get a lot is about exercise, and I just want to reiterate real quick. Exercise is fine. It's nice to get your body moving, because out of all the systems that work in your body, your lymphatic system is the only one that only works when your muscles are contracting. So if you're not moving at all, your lymphatic system doesn't move as well, and therefore it doesn't. You don't get rid of the garbage in your system the same way as you should. So that being said, I don't want you to be going and working out aerobically, or I don't want you to be also working on your muscles and trying to build muscle. This is not the time to do that. The time to do that is in maintenance, but just to move your body is fantastic. But if you're overworking out, your weight loss will stop or slow down. And so really take a look at that, and then back off on the weight and work on the working out. Work out as much as you want, though, in the sense of some days you may feel like a 20-minute walk, other days you don't. Then just don't go for the walk. You're fine. You just listen to your body, okay? Anyway, so that's kind of the stuff I wanted to go over with the email yesterday. Now I'm going to finally address about today. And this is something I always like to tell people right in the beginning, really, is And it might sound a little bit strange how that I'm going to say this, but I really, for the first week or two, until you got this thing wrapped around and your head wrapped around the program and see the results, what you're getting, and see how you're feeling, I really kind of wanted you just to keep it to yourself, okay? Because what happens is that once you've read Dr. Simeon's manuscript, you have a whole different understanding of why and how this program works. But until you have that full understanding, it's really hard to explain it to somebody else. So when somebody else, if you're telling them what kind of sort of what you're doing, that it's just going to be very unorthodox to them. And I just don't want them to deflate you when you know better, but it's like, how do you explain it to them? And so once you know how it works, it works so miraculously, and there's no way you can keep it to yourself once you see the changes going on. But I want you to have a full and complete understanding of the wonderful changes that are going on in your body, and by doing that, by listening to what I have to tell you and my emails, and definitely what Dr. Simeons has to say, you will get your head wrapped around it. And then, of course, once you got this thing under your belt and you know what you're doing, I've helped coach thousands of people through this program, and the reason is because of referrals, okay? Because it is so miraculous. So definitely, once you have make sure to share it with people who are having having a hard time losing weight. The slender friends of yours, they will never get this, they will never understand it, and that's okay, because their bodies completely different than yours. But the ones who struggle, it is a miracle for them once they see what can happen to their body, okay? Now I want to explain a little bit, which I have in the past, but I just want to make sure you understand. Why are you on such a restricted diet? And people will say, of course you're going to lose weight if you just restrict your calories. That is true initially. And for the lot of you who have struggled, you can say, my goodness, I can't even eat any less and I'm still gaining weight, or I'm not losing anything. Well, that is exactly what would happen if you just restrain your calories without using our Beyond formula. Without having a proper formula in your system, that when it's done properly, you open up to 3,500 calories of your own fat a day, in addition to the food you're eating. So you can understand that you are getting a lot of energy. But if you're doing it without the Beyond formula, you are going to go into a starvation mode. You will lose weight for the first week or so. It'll stall out completely, and you won't feel good, obviously. So, so just understand why you are on a restricted calorie diet. It's not because we want to starve you. It's because we want to give HCG, the formula, a chance to actually open up your fat and not be distracted by the food you're taking in. So, and I want to just really quickly tell you again, it was mind-boggling to me that week 5 and week 6 of this weight loss protocol, how that I was losing almost as much as I did in week 1 and week 2. And after years and years and years and years of every diet conceivable that I tried, I'd never ever seen that before, and that's when I knew. It took me up to week 5 and 6 to finally relax and realize I did have something different. So I want to tell you that it is, you will continually lose weight, and eventually that aha moment will hit you like it did for me. Anyway, so I was just going to say, regarding telling other people about the program, once you really have a full understanding and appreciation for what's going on in your body, nobody's taking this thing away from you. I just don't want people to burst your bubble when you know that it's working, but then of course you don't have enough ammunition to defend what you're doing. So, and finally, let me see, yeah, what I was going to say finally is also, when you do have your head wrapped around it and you see friends and family that are struggling, then at least you feel very confident that if they want a solution, they definitely can have one. But anyway, so that's it for today. I do want to say also that on the bottom, on the email, will be a quick guide for everybody too, and so that you can click on the quick guide just to give you a quick guide as to what you're going to expect for the next 40 days. But it's going to be just very short pinpoints. But and then every email I give you will further explain all of that for you. Okay, so have a great day.